environmentalist and has developed India's first smart village, Dhoni district of Rajasthan, as a model of sustainable development. This village awarded by Honorable Minister, Prime Minister of India as a first model village. He is a pioneer of global eco-revolution environmental movement. Dr. Agle sir has also started Bird Right to Water Day, National Free Education Day. He developed a world-first environmental social networking site, that is www.ecoface.in. He was the convener of many international conferences. Along with Dr. Sadgir sir, he has published a chapter in New Approaches in Engineering Research book. Also, along with Dr. Sadgir sir, he grant a patent on self-purification based polluted water purification. He is engaged in teaching, research, but he is more popular as a social worker. Presently, he is busy in development of smart village in the state of Nagaland and working as a lecturer in civil engineering department, Government Polytechnic Aurangabad. Now let me introduce our second speaker, that is Dr. Parag Sadgir sir. He is an environmental engineer, educator, researcher, and consultant in the area of environmental engineering science, presently working at College of Engineering, Pune. He has completed his ME in Environmental Engineering from VJTI Mumbai and PhD in Environmental Engineering from HGSIT Indore. He has been working in his field since 1989. His interests include water and wastewater treatment, integrated solid waste management, environmental risk and exposure assessment, and sustainable environmental technologies. He has worked with several government agencies on various environmental projects and has co-author more than 110 publications. He has also presented at several national, international conferences. Currently, he is working in the area of water and wastewater treatment, integrated management, and circular economy. Without much delay, I request Dr. Agle sir to enlighten us with their kind word. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Firstly, I congratulate to the IWWA for inaugurating the IWA chapter at the AISSMS College of Engineering, Pune. Today, Chairman, respected Dr. Parag Sadgir sir, Chief Guest of the function, Dr. P.B. Panse sir, Convener of this program, Dr. P.D. Nagre sir, Principal of this college, Dr. D.S. Bormane sir, as well as the Chairman of the Pune IWWA, Mr. Engineer Bhujbal sir, also HOD of the Civil Engineering Department, Dr. Yuva Avadi sir, Secretary Pate sir, and my dear friends. So today I'm going to be presenting my work on this inaugural chapter of the IWWA, that is on the smart village. Why? We having the requirement of the smart village. We are discussing on the water. IWWA is working on the water. But how the approach of the water conservation? Our approach on the water conservation is to utilize water, and the wastewater is discharged into the nature. Nobody cares about when we discharge this water into the natural course, into the natural environment, what happens? What are its side effects? Nobody cares, because we are living in such a society where our role is utilize and utilize and utilize. We don't have the understanding. We don't have the important about the resources. And that's why this situation arises. In the search of the facilities, we migrated toward the cities. And cities are overcrowded. Day by day, overburden on the cities is commonly observed. And because of the overburden, overpopulation of the cities, create so many environmental problems. Out of that, the one is very common. That is the pollution of the water bodies. That may be the rivers, that may be the lakes, that may be the groundwater. Also, on the name of the environment, we are cutting the billions of the trees and we are destroying the natural jungles, natural forest, and we are creating the concrete jungles, concrete forests. When we look out towards the pollutional status of the air, everywhere we are observing the pollution in the form of particulate pollutant, concrete forests, in the form of the various gases. So the urban environment is so much polluted, and because of it, not only the humans but the whole universe is in danger. Whole life cycle on the earth is in danger. So what might be the solution to tackle the problem which is arising? What might be the solution which gives the ways to control the pollution? What might be the solution which control the overburdening on the cities, overpopulation of the cities? My dear friends and the respected delegates, the answer is the smart village. And that's why, as a model of sustainable development, we had developed the India's first smart village in the state of Rajasthan. Its name is Dhanora. Along with the Dr. Satyapal Meena, he was the Income Tax Commissioner at Aurangabad as well as in Pune, in the guidance with the Dr. Parag Sadgir sir also. So, right now I am sharing my presentation with you on the such an important subject, because every time we are speaking about the sustainable development, but actually we don't know about what is the sustainable development. And that's why we don't having the exact solution about the sustainable development. Every time this word is very, very common to us. It is, I think sustainable development is a most practicing word rather than the practical. Because this word everywhere we are going to be using, but where we having the models of the sustainable development. So that's why this word is every day in the media, in books, and so many peoples and so many writers going to be using, that is the sustainable environment, sustainable water resources, sustainable natural resources, sustainable agricultural, sustainable economy, so many sustainable things. But in reality, where we came across with the sustainability in our life, where we came across. So such a environment and such a place is our villages, where we achieve the sustainability by caring with the nature. But along with the caring with the nature, we providing the basic infrastructures to the villagers so that automatically the load and the burden which is coming on our urban area, that is going to be reduced. And that's why the smart village is the only one solution to control the pollutional loads which is coming on the city. So for the achieving the sustainable development goal, even giving the 17 goals of the sustainable development, out of which the one is the no poverty, second is the zero hunger, third one is a good health and well-being, fourth one is a quality education, fifth one is a gender equality, sixth one is a clean water and sanitation, seventh one is the affordable and clean energy, eighth one is the decent work and economical growth, ninth is industrial innovation and infrastructure, 10th one is reduced inequalities, 11th is the sustainable cities and the communications, 12 is responsible communication and production, 13 is the climate action, 14 is the life below water, life on the water, 16 is the peace, justice and strong institutions, 7 is the participation for the goals. So these are the 17 goals of the sustainable development framed by the United Nations. But with the help of this goal, we will achieve the goal of the sustainable development. But what happens? Everyone moving towards the urban area. And then the scenario of the urban habitant, urban locality is like that. Those villages, those natural resources which is available in the cities, now that becomes like this picture. And originally this was like this, lot of trees and so many hills and so many water bodies, and with clean air, that all are available in the free of cost. But in city, we are paying for each and everything. For the water, we are paying. For the, now in Corona, COVID-19, we are paying for the oxygen also. But still, people not getting that and they died. This is the fact, all of you are observing. When I was discussed just about the 17 goals, this is the picture of Mumbai city. How the sustainable goal will be achieved. See the condition of the forest. See the condition of the clear water. See the condition of the housing. See the condition of the communication. So, what the goals given by the United Nations to achieve the sustainable development is really achieving. This is the sea, the Mumbai Dharani. These are the dumping places in the Mumbai. This is the traffic congestion in the Delhi-like city or Mumbai-like metropolitan city. This is the pictures all of you observed about the air quality of the Delhi. So look at the picture of this metropolitan city. Where in this picture, are you observing any tree along with these buildings? Nowhere tree and greenery is going to be observed. So how we are living? We are living in the green environment previously. Our green environment still intact in our villages, with the great sunshine, with the songs of the birds, with the blows of the trees. But all we losing in the cities. We are ending our life. So, to change this scenario, we have to divert toward the smart villages. Indian villages having the problems, many problems, and that's why many people left the village and come into the cities, out of which the most common problems are the internal politics is very dirty in the villages. Sanitation, no sanitation facility, water problem, connectivity problem, security problem, health problem, education problem, unemployment and poverty, electrical power fluctuation, unplanned development. These are the problems, and that's why these are the problems pictures in Indian villages. And that's why millions of the peoples every day migrated into the urban area, and that creates the big environmental problem. To solve this problem, we came with the solution of the smart city, and that concept of the smart village is come into exist in 2014. What is actually this smart village? The smart village is the village which provides all the basic amenities and infrastructure to its inhabitants for living quality and dignified life by maintaining a social justice and ecological balance. Methodology of the smart village development is based on the 5-path approaches of the village development, out of which retrofitting is the first, second is the redevelopment, third one is the greenfield, fourth one is the EPAM, and fifth one is the livelihood. My dear friends and delegates, like every village, Dhanora is the similar village, and it's having also the same problems. In the smart village, we are providing the basic infrastructural facility, out of which the very common is the sanitation facility, include the sewerage lines and the wastewater treatment plant. In the beginning, I told you that we are just talking about the water. We are just speaking about the toilets. But the toilets are useless if it don't having connected to sewer line. Sewer line is useless if it doesn't having the wastewater treatment plant. So in this way, we have to think. Otherwise, we are constructing the toilets, but no sanitation, and it contaminates the groundwater. It also creating the many health problems. In the smart village, the next part of the development is the safe drinking water facility. Next is adequate water conservation facility for irrigation. Next is the effective internal road transport system by using the modern technology. Next is effective connectivity to the main road or the railway network and farms. I showed electricity supply, use of solar light, use of other renewable energy resources, solid waste management, healthcare facility like hospitals, no caste discrimination and social equity, safety and security of the citizen, particularly women, children, and the elders. For educational development, the school, central library, use of aviators for teaching, that is the requirement in the smart village. Financial assistance for the construction of the houses to the poor people. robust IT connectivity through the Wi-Fi and digitalization. Good governance, especially e-governance systems is required. We will be providing in the smart. Sustainable environment, parks and playgrounds, facilities, meditation centers of enhancing moral values. Also, livelihood facilities, community center, skill development center. So these are the facility, basic facility that is required so that the people will not migrate from the rural area to the urban area. So these facilities we are providing into the smart village. So in the methodology of the smart village development, these are the 5-path approach of the smart villages that is already I mentioned. So when we are speaking about the India's first smart village, Dhanora. So it is a drone picture of the smart village Dhanora. So look how this is in Rajasthan, but how it is green. So without water, greenery is not possible. So here we did a lot many works. Like other Indian villages, Dhanora is also one of the village and facing a lot many problems like our villages is facing. But now it becomes the smart village. So in the smart village, how we start the beginning of the journey by we are conducted the first woman panchayat. In Rajasthan, still it is very difficult. We are talking about the Taliban, and they are giving the very big. They are the very big threat to the women. We are speaking about the Afghanistan, but here in our India also, we having the very big problems to the women. And in Rajasthan, no women's gathering in the common place, but we conducted the first woman panchayat to address the problems of the villages and women's giving their suggestions, and they was unanimously standing with us. You do whatever you want. We all are with us, and that's why along with the Dr. Satyapal Meena sir, he is the income tax commissioner and the native from that village. We started this work in 2014, and after that we prepare the plan, we make the digitalization of the village, we prepare the digital maps of the village, and we constructed the toilets firstly. Likewise, we remove the encroachments. So this is the 3-feet road. It became the 14-feet road. We dismantle the housing of the people, properties of the people by common understanding. So likewise, the electrical poles in between the street, so that we are replacing. Solid waste dumped over and there, so we remove it and we started the work. And after that, this is a picture we make, and we converted this village into smart village. So now village become the art gallery. These are the pictures in the village on the many walls. This is the drainage line. These are the toilets. So these are the manholes. So this is the approach road of the 200 meters. These are the internal roads now. These are the toilets conditions now. Nowhere you are observing any waste, and everywhere the cleanness, uniform coloring to the housing. So this is the entrance gate of the village. This is the community sitting place, and also here the library we having. This is the meditation center at the village. This is the skill development center and the library. This is the water conservation and under the green field. So Under the greenfield, we constructed the 3 kilometer of the canal with the 12 to 15 meter width and 10 meter depth. Also, 8 percolation tanks we have constructed. I think this is the one of the only one village in the India where the so much water conservation we did, and like a river linking, here we connected the percolation tanks, and this percolation tank with the 3 kilometer canal, it passing through the 80% of the farms, so that 80% farm come under the irrigation because of the recharge of ground. So these are the some pictures of that our water conservation system. Also in the greenfield, we do the plantation at a huge level. So this is the treatment plant, the patent that we received under the respected my guide, Dr. Parag Sadgir sir. We implemented this patent on the field of the smart village. The wastewater, the water which is coming from the sewage line, sewer line, it is treated over here and it is utilized for the irrigation. Also the part of it, it is connected to the also that canal systems or the water conservation, and it is reused for the irrigation. People not required to use the chemical fertilizer. This is the very good example that we set. Also the solar street lights provided at every streets of the village. These are the digitalization we do under the EPAN concept of the smart village. Under the livelihood, the competitive coaching center we have started in the village. Also the skill developments center we have started in the village. The major achievement or the success that we received, the village government declared the village as a ODF village, open defecation free village. Totally 822 toilets we was constructed in the Gram Panchayat. Each and every toilet is connected to the chamber, 2 kilometer sewerage line with a 450 mm diameter. We are laid in that village. 2.3 kilometers of the road network of the concrete we are constructed in the village. 3 kilometer artificial canal with the 8 percolation tank. Also nearly 100 million liter storage per recharge is possible in the village. Main entrance gate with preamble of the constitution and other national emblems was there. Also the renewable solar lights on the streets, reuse of the wastewater for the irrigation by using the ABJS purified wastewater system that we have invented. Community center, library, meditation center, skill development center. So also one of the good practice we have started, any girl child taken the birth in the villagers open its Sukanya Samruddhi account and villagers depositing 20,000 as a first installment into our Sukanya Samruddhi account. So this is a good practice we have started. Also, any death occurring into any family and the memories of that person, that family planted the trees and they are taken the care. We ban the alcohol and the jua in the village. Village is zero crime village. So likewise, the many practices that we have started into the smart village. These are the some media coverages of the smart village. This is the news from the Hindustan Times. Rajasthan after the smart village development. Rajasthan CM in 2016 announced the smart village scheme Yojana for the entire state of the Rajasthan. This is the big achievement to us. These are the different peoples visiting to the villages. These are the news cutting of it. Delegation from the Japan also visited to this village and they studied about the practices and the development made in the smart village. She is a collector of that area. She visited many officers, IS officers, and many people visiting every time to the village. Honorable Prime Minister awarded to this village as a first model, India's first model village in 2017. So these are some news from our Divya Marathi news also. औरंगाबादातील प्राध्यापकाने केलेली अहोरात्र प्रयत्नातून राजस्थानातील मागासलेले धरोहर झाले स्मार्ट गाव. From the Times of India, these are the various news cutting. Village also getting the best Gram Panchayat award. I lastly thank you to the Dr. Satyapal Meena and Dr. Parag Sadhgir sir. So they give their plans and thoughts and guidance for the development of this village. Satyapal Singh Meena is such an officer who never miss his village, even though he reaches at the high level of the bureaucracy, but still he thought he has to work for the people from where he was started his journey. And because of his dedication, sincerity, and attachment with the villagers, we able to develop India's first smart